Hey everyone, Ethan here from Extreme RC 4x4, and today what I want to do is install this new bumper on my trail finder. These will be on my website. Chances are by the time you're seeing the video it should be on the website. Link in the description. What this is 3/8 inch thick aluminum that I have machined into the new kind of sleek high clearance bumper for the trail finder. And as some of you guys know, I did have a custom bumper on here for a while now. Built this out of 1/4 inch rod and 1/8 inch plate, and it's definitely served its purpose. Worked well, but I'm looking for something a little bit more high clearance now and something that's closer to the front end of the truck, so that's what inspired me to build this bumper. As you can see, I have a 3D printed version on the truck right now, and it's just very close to the front grille, so you get really good approach angles. And then I have this piece right here in front of the frame rail, so you don't bash up the front of the frame and still get full travel on the leaf springs. And then it does come out to the fenders on the truck, so those won't get caught. Okay guys, so now we can go ahead and start assembling the bumper now that I've talked about it a little bit. We do have a 3D printed skid plate that goes on the front of here to protect the front of the frame rails. This mount's a little bit different than a traditional trail finder bumper, so you guys will see that as soon as we get into installing this. But first I want to put the other parts that go onto it. One of the options that you can purchase separate for this is the Hot Racing. They're called easy mount or toe shackle easy mounts. I got mine from RPP Hobby. But basically what you get is this threaded eyelet right here that you can put a D-ring on, as I've already done. And what I've done is in the center of the bumper, not the mounts are a little bit offset to fit the trail finder, but this threaded hole in the center of the bumper is for one of these. And this allows us to still have a toe point, but it's not going to get hung up on things because it's underneath the bumper. So get this lined up to be like this, where it's running with the length of the bumper. And then I like to put a lock nut on them so you don't lose it. The bumper is threaded in this hole. And now we can go ahead and put the skid plate on here. It just lines up these two holes on the bottom, and then our hardware. Just screws in from the top so it doesn't catch on the bottom at all. So here we can see our completed bumper. Everything you see is included except for the shackle and related hardware, but this is what I'm talking about when I say that it's not going to get caught up on things. You can see the front of the bumper and the shackles behind it, and the mount actually sits above the skid plate, so as you drive over things, this D-ring will go like that, and then if you want to hook onto something, you just hook it under the bumper and you still have a toe point. So that's a little neat feature I like to throw on there. Alright, so now we get to installing it. For you guys, this will be quicker than it goes for me because I have to take the prototype off, but just get this one off really quick for you guys. Okay, so one of the things you guys are probably wondering about is why this side is 1/4 inch thick and why this side is 1/8 inch thick. That's for my Trailfinder 2 AX10 transmission installation kit. When you run the battery up here, it comes over this servo mount, and what we're actually using to mount this bumper is this the servo mount piece we have here, the cross member of the frame. And I picked that because it's pretty much the perfect height for the way that my body's trimmed, and it gives us really good high clearance in the front, and I don't have to do any complicated mounting brackets, so it saves you guys money, saves me time if you were to purchase this, since there's no brazing involved for me. And I don't have any doubts that this will be strong enough. This cross member is built into the frame, so should be plenty strong. And as always, guys, I will include the hardware to install these parts. And we'll just screw it onto here. It's already threaded for us, just like that. So there it is, all installed. We can see we don't have any issues. The leaf spring hangers do hang below the bottom of the bumper, but when they're compressed, you get full suspension compression before it hits the bumper. And that's pretty much the whole installation of this, is just putting that together if I haven't already done it when I've sent it to you. And then these 3 screws that attach here, and we're good to go. This is a really solid piece. I don't feel that mount moving at all, so I have no doubt that this will be plenty strong. It's 3/8 inches thick, like I said, and then from front to back it's also 3/8 of an inch thick, so really nice aluminum bumper on the front of there. So here you can see I was kind of going for something that looked a little bit more stock, you could say, but this is just a really high clearance design compared to what you get with a front bumper on here that comes from the factory, where it's hanging down so far. To put this bumper on, you will need to trim the front where that bumper originally mounts on the body and the fenders, but a lot of people have already done this on their trucks, so I'm one of those people that's already done that. All you have to do is mark that out and then take your time with a Dremel and cut that right off. So as you can see, really good clearance on the front end here, and that's really everything that I was after. I was tired of dragging that front bumper over things, so should help make this truck be a lot more capable for me. I'm gonna have to do something about the departure angle on the rear end, but the approach angle now should be really good, just considering how almost straight up that is compared to stock or with my previous bumper. But yeah, this is just what I've been working on the last day or two. I just got the idea in my head after I built this whole performance package, just utilizing different mounts to do different things. You can really get creative on these trucks instead of having to use the traditional front bumper mounts and all that stuff. So thinking outside the box again, guys, to bring you cool parts like this. If you haven't yet, check out the website. I am running a sale. The coupon code is new parts, 10% off, $75 or more. So get yourself the AX10 kit, a bumper, CR12 parts, the parts for the TRX4, all that kind of stuff. Everything on the website is included in that sale, so if you are interested in some stuff, make your order. The sale is going until next Thursday, I believe. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.